What is up, Colts Nation? Welcome to the third episode, September 14th of the Toss and Horseshoes podcast. So I'm your host, Van Kemp, and I have my cousin, Hayden Kemp. So I got him on the pod today as a co-host. So we're here to talk Colts football, and
what up?
let's jump into it, man. So Hayden, let's give a little intro about yourself.
Yeah, so right now, currently in good old dirty South Mississippi.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're from Delaware, but still kind of rep Virginia. That's where the family's from. That's where everybody's at. So,
long-time Colts fans, man. Long-time Colts fans. Shit.
Baltimore days.
Yeah, our pops back in the day watched Johnny Unitas in the Baltimore area. So
grandmother took care of Johnny Unitas at the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. So hey, we got some heritage here on the Colts side. So I want to jump right into it, man. Tough. I wouldn't say tough week because it wasn't a loss, but not how we wanted to end it. Let's just kind of dive right into it, man. So week one, tied the Texans, man. I mean, it was tough. It was tough, but I think not having a loss in the AFC South, divisional opponent, I think it's key, man. I mean, thoughts on
still undefeated, right?
One more time.
We're still undefeated, right?
Still undefeated. We broke the losing streak, I guess, but now we just got to get a dub next week, man. So, I mean, thoughts on the game? The obvious one, right? The kicking. I mean, Hot Rod couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
Sanchez being out, that's way more than I expected, to be honest, to kind of impact our side. I mean, 2 balls out of bounds and critical. 1 in OT. I mean, thoughts on that, man?
The Texans are arguably the worst team in the NFL. And they've been that way besides a couple of years with Deshaun Watson, right?
Yeah.
Arguably the worst team. I'm not going to beat around the bush. We sucked. We might still suck. If we don't win next week, we might be in real deep shit.
Yeah, we have to, man. I mean, we have to, especially as a, AFC South opponent. We have to win.
Well, I mean, O.J. Howard got picked up last week. Then he played and got 2 touchdowns on us and 2 receptions. So some Randy Moss numbers minus the yardage, right?
Jeez, I know. Practice squad signing and came out and put us in. I mean, know who I was impressed with? Davis Mills. Misspell there, but Davis Mills. I mean, he looked good. I mean, he's on a team. He's got Brandon Cooks. I mean, he's got some playmakers there. It's something that future state of the Texans is going to be kind of concerning. It's not Deshaun Watson era there still. So I mean, they're in a rebuild. It was very discouraging seeing them put an ass whooping on us week one.
Well, mind you, that's the same team they had last year too, right?
Yeah,
essentially. So
Lovie Smith, man.
Yeah, now he became, and he also took the Bears to the Super Bowl against us in 2006, right?
Shout out.
So, we have the capability to make shitty people look real fucking good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, personally, I think Davis Mills is still ass.
Yeah,
my opinion.
I agree with that, but let's switch it up, right? We're talking
but
about
he's a system quarterback. So.
Yeah, consistent, man. But you know what? Defense stood up a little bit late in the game, but let's talk about the Colts, man. I mean, Matt Ryan, besides the numerous fumbles, I mean, I'll say, man, he had a fairly good game, to be honest. I mean, obviously with JT 161 yards, I mean, there's your workhorse right there. But I'd say Matt Ryan kept us in this game, showed some leadership towards the end once we were kind of like back against the wall, man. I mean, I was impressed with that. What are your thoughts?
He's 37 years old. Throwing the ball 50 times is going to be asinine.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought he, minus whatever butter or lubricant he jerked off with before the game to make him fumble 3 or 4 times, I thought he didn't do too bad.
Yeah.
Right? But again, in better teams, we go and play Pittsburgh, we go and play Philly or whatever,
Chiefs week 3.
Chiefs week 3. Jacksonville's defense is always decent, right?
Yeah, Josh Allen,
you go fumble 4 times against them, you're not just going to lose 1, you're going to lose all 4.
Yeah. I mean, there's only a certain amount of times you can, turn the ball over. Interception. I mean, that interception when he was doing the check down to JT, right? I mean, that's kind of an easy fix, right? That's a communication thing. That's kind of experience coming, some
week 1 nerves,
chemistry built together, right? But I will say, all in all, I was impressed, right? Obviously, a couple drop passes in the end zone. That's still very tough
That's your boy.
Very tough. I know Alec Pierce, man. I had high hopes for him. I mean, he'll bounce back. There's your jitters, right? I expect a rookie to have some jitters. We want first pass throw to him dropped in the end zone. You can't beat him up. But hey, actually, did you hear today he's out on concussion protocol?
Yeah, so, that seems to be the thing with our slot Caucasian receivers, from Anthony Gonzalez, Dallas Clark,
Austin Collie. I remember those days, man. And it's just like, the rules have changed, right? So, we got lucky on that call, getting some, I think that was a third down conversion that play happened on to where we, automatic first down. It's big, but it's, you hope that, Alec Pierce can stay healthy. He can be be a weapon in the toolbox for Matt Ryan. Cause Michael Pittman, he's doing it, man. Hey, shout out TY in the end zone. That was pretty fresh.
You can't. Michael Pittman being the third year guy, I believe, third year. Just to target him predominantly. Again, he's no Julio Jones. He's no Kyle. He's damn good. Don't get me twisted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
TY is gone. We have seen that based off the banner that they put outside Lucas Oil Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Saw that today, man.
Cool.
It's sad.
Your boy, Mike, I can't ever say his last name.
Mike Strawn.
We'll need him as a big receiver, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to have a big piece in this offense, man. And we saw a little bit of him today or Sunday, but I think just having him in the lineup, man, giving him a little bit more reps, I think he's got some potential to be good.
Well, big third down conversion he did too in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
And the concern you have is we have Nyheim Hines as a backup running back, but mostly a receiver or receiving back. Again, the numbers, week one, we had to play catch up. So he needed to throw 50 times. We needed to run 31 times. The goal is to get up in points to where we don't need to utilize. Jonathan Taylor in 16 weeks is going to be damn near dead.
I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be something of concern, man. The defense held their own, but go ahead.
No, I'm saying, but again, we tied the game. We came back and tied. Mm-hmm. Right, 17 points. I'll take it. I ain't mad about it.
What is it? 42, 47-yard field goal, man. You can't make. It's just
the kickoffs out of bounds. I think shafted us. The one field goal, you can live with a missed field goal, but to put them at the 40-yard line twice in crunch time. Yeah. Granted, our defense held them, but that's a confidence. A lowering of his confidence, knowing that he just kicked the fucking kickoff out of bounds. Twice.
And I'll tell you what, man, like kicking off out of bounds to start overtime, defense stepped up massive.
Yeah. Towards the end.
Kwity Paye with 2 sacks in OT. Grover Stewart, big presence on that D line.
MVP of the D line that week.
Yeah, I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more from that defensive line, but I'll tell you what, they came up big in big moments. So. That's all you can ask for in a defense, but we just got to work on closing it out, man. So I know with like outside of the week one, man, like defensive side, let's switch over to defense. Obviously JT, stellar game. Pittman Jr. killed it. Matt Ryan looked good, but there were some kinks. All right, let's get the jitters out. And I think, ultimately throughout the season, he's gonna be a big player, man. But what are your takes on the defense?
We need Darius Leonard back. One.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What's his fucking? Sorry, Darius Buckner, right? Leader, cool. Defensive line isn't that he's no Aaron Donald, and I'm saying he's a great player, but now they have Bobby Wagner right from the Seahawks. The Rams do.
Mm-hmm.
Your Mike. Is the most important position on the field, in my personal opinion.
Yep.
Without having a strong Mike, our defense communicatively is going to not be there.
Yeah.
Nick Ross didn't do a bad job as a rookie.
Did not.
I got to look up more information, but I'm pretty sure Gus Bradley's a zone defender with his
DB. I think he's a zone defensive coordinator for sure.
Burning us, right? Our DBs are skilled. Kenny Moore was a fucking Pro Bowl, an All-Pro.
Yeah. Hey, he got smoked on a couple PIs, and
because he's a man guy. He's not a zone guy.
Yeah.
Right? And so now we're going to run into this. You saw it, Richard Sherman. Once you leave Seattle, now he's a cover 3 corner. Now he's going to go play Tampa 2. He's going to play man cover. He's going to get smoked every time.
Yeah.
Right. So
you're man.
Yeah, our DBs, they're at the hands of the coordinator, so it can't all be their fault, right? But they're gonna have to adjust.
They got to, and you know what? I think they will, man. Gus Bradley coming in a new system, trying to figure it out along the way. I don't anticipate him having a problem doing that. It's just a matter of some timing. But unfortunately, the Colts start the season, man. Two defensive, or two AFC South competitors in the first 2 weeks. And week 4 we play the Titans. So we got to figure this out quick.
Well, it's up to the head coach too, right? Let's not get mistaken. At what point do we got to stop making excuses and saying, "Oh, it's the beginning of the season"? The Chiefs just dominated. The Bills fucking wrecked house.
Yeah,
we have to have the same coach, better offensive players. When does the excuses stop? And I'm pro Team Fire Frank.
Yeah,
I need to get him out of here.
I know you are. I know. I'm Mr. Optimistic, everybody, and old cousin Hayden here, man. He called the Carson Wentz. He's said time and time again about Frank, and I'm just Mr. Optimistic, man. I just hope he figures it out, right?
Well, he did the same thing as we saw. Jonathan Taylor had a hell of a first quarter, and then second and third, it was. And then he tries to throw, and then the fourth quarter, we start winning because we stick to the game plan.
Yeah,
I mean, it ain't practice. This is not the time to act like to throw in some fucking flea flicker, reverse, triple.
Yep.
Like, that's not the time.
Wildcat hasn't worked since the Dolphin days. I forget who even ran that, started it. I mean, it hasn't worked since, right?
Dumbest play I've seen since the Colts did that fake
punt on. Oh my god! Shout out Pat McAfee. That haunts him till this day, and I hope he hears it.
That was the dumbest play I think I've seen in 2 years.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, hey, week 1, let's put it behind us, man. Let's just try to, fix what we got, fix everything going on. And I think we're going to be coming out hungry against the Jaguars. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. But, hey, outside of the Colts, man, we had a pretty good NFL games this week, man. Big shout out. My 2 shout outs are, I hate to say it, but Carson Wentz, he put down the Jaguars, right? He put down the Jaguars, and also Saquon Barkley might be back. He might be back, dude. Came out balling and came back against the Titans. That's massive for us. We tied the Texans and still first or tied for first in the AFC South. Huge.
And nobody else won, right? And I did some parlaying, and Jacksonville was good for like the first couple of seconds, and then they let me down. But they came back a little bit, so I was excited. Could have won a couple grand. But Tyreek Hill mentioned McDaniels got some iron nuts in a wheelbarrow or whatever.
Yeah.
That Giants coach running that 2-point conversion, like it's the longest yard, and they going for the win. Fucking melons.
Dude. Yeah, here you go. What if, man? Out of all the stuff we've talked about Frank Reich and kind of reckless, analytical guys, got the 2 guys on the sideline doing analytics. Here we are tying week 1. What if he goes for 2 on that to end the game? Not even go to OT, right? I mean, that's hard to think about, right?
It worked out for die with that being at the Texans, and because we had
momentum.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
When you're the worst team in the NFL for the past 4 years, we'll say the Giants, roughly bottom 4, you make a statement against the top AFC team. You go for fucking 2. And you got a running back who's been hurt for 2 weeks or 2 years, excuse me. Get his confidence back up. Daniel Jones is like the Eli Manning again of New York. Get his confidence back up. He got the personality of Joe Flacco. So again, Frank Reich, and I don't want to sway away any viewers or anything, but it's a gladiator sport. God ain't gonna help you on a football field. You save that brand for home, and you be a fucking savage.
Exactly. That's where I'm at. I'm like, man, show some art. But I mean, we saw it time and time again last year, where he kind of got a little reckless on, running a Wildcats reckless in itself. But we had some games last year. I'm like, damn, if we would have played a conservative, we might have won. But then I'm thinking, Sunday, if we went for it, we would have had the win. So it's a hard medium. And I know Chris Ballard, him and Frank are like 2 peas in a pod, man. Like they're never. I mean, I think if one goes, they both will. But
hell no,
that could be a very hot take.
Chris Ballard is a savage himself. And look at Detroit down there losing by Detroit is not some team to take lightly right now.
Hey, what's his name? D Swift. I mean. He balled, man. I mean, hey, they're saying in the NFL recap, man, they're saying they could potentially make a playoff run. I'm like,
I'm going to put this on record. Before we started this podcast 2 weeks ago, I had told you the Steelers are going to win the AFC North, and I said I got the Lions competing for the NFC North, and those are my two sleeping teams.
All right. Hey, so I was on the No Horsing Around podcast with Steven and Zach. Shout out. We were talking last week. What do you think the standings are for the AFC South come end of season?
Week 1, tough week. Titans lost. Derrick Henry got blown off his fucking feet, my guy.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry don't leave the ground, and he left.
I saw that. That was right. What was that, cornerback or a D-back?
Exactly. Tannehill, kind of shitty week. No A.J. Brown. That shows his true colors. There's nobody to rely on.
Exactly.
So Texans are going down. There ain't no way I'm going Texans. Maybe we'll say 4-12 or 4-13 now, whichever one it is. I want to put. I'm gonna put Jacksonville damn near like a 8-8. I got Jacksonville being pretty like not bad, depending on the schedule. I got to take a look at it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm with the Colts.
You're going Tennessee and Colts, man.
And I'm gonna say that just because Matt Ryan is a competitor, Jonathan Taylor's a competitor.
Quentin Nelson competitor.
More skills position wise, that can take over the game.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan is no Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning would tell Tony Dungy to pound fucking sand. We're running this play.
Yep.
Right. Like, and we're going to win this football game. Matt Ryan may not be able to do that, but with Darius Leonard back and Matt Ryan on both sides of the ball, I mean,
look at
week 3 will tell. Week 3 will be my trajectory of that.
Hey, new quarterback, new system, new team, right? I mean, look at Russell Wilson. He had some, interviews today of, hey, if we went for it, we could have done this. You're paying this guy $200+ million, right? But I don't think they have, him and Matt Ryan on a new team. I don't think they have that voice yet, to be honest. Week 1, new team, like, hey, coach, fuck off, man. Like, I gotta run. We're gonna run this play, right? So I think it'll come in time, like you said, like week 3, week 4, we'll start seeing the true confidence, man. Teams starting to get settled. It's unfortunate to see the injury report today for the Colts, but I mean, yeah, Kenny Moore on there. You had Darius. He was actually in full pads today, which is good. Or full practice. So it's just like typical Colts, man. You start getting week 1, week 2 in, it's like, here come the injuries, man. So I'm hoping
we did good.
Let's stay healthy.
8 game. Well, how many was like a 5-game winning streak like last year, right?
Yeah, I think it was 5 games, something like that. Yeah.
I'm okay with us starting out even, like a 2-2. I'm cool with that. We can't fall to 1-5, or we can't do what we did last year. We cannot. We can't play catch up. That's the thing. We cannot play catch up. We cannot be like, hey, let's lose 3 divisional games in the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. Like, we got to hit the ground running. And I'm telling you, they're going to be hungry. They are going to be extremely hungry for this Jaguars game, man. I'm excited to see it. Favorites. Let's do it. Hey, segueing into that, man. Let's look at what we got for week 2 NFL, man. I think we got some good games, right? But all right, line by line. Let's hit line by line. Ready?
Go ahead.
I got the Chiefs and Chargers going. I got them going over, and I got the Chiefs pulling it out.
I like that. I can get behind that. So hey, we'll write this down. Come back next week. See what we got. We'll do a stats thing like they do on ESPN. We can have kind of our stats for the whole season. So we'll be sure to watch this recording and get the stuff. But hey, I like the Chiefs in this. I mean, you saw Patrick Mahomes. He's Patrick Mahomes, man. Like he's sponsored by Bose. He's the face of the NFL for a reason.
Boy,
but don't sleep on Herbert. Telling you, man, the guy can play, but I don't know if he's going to come out on top on this, man.
Khalil Mack is a problem, and Joey, but those are problems.
Yeah,
like when you wake up in the morning, there are problems that are in your head.
I got you. Hey, I'm with you on that. So I'll go Chiefs as well. I think they're going to cover the over. I don't know about the spread, but I think they're going to cover that over. It's going to be a gun show.
Yeah.
And look, is Baker? He's got to bounce back after that. Losing at home against his former team. That was crazy to see. And look, here we are going through kicking issues, and dude, man's got a boot on the Browns. He's got a boot.
The Chiefs safety got a boot too. He did a kickoff.
I was about to say, hey, Nick Cross, man, come on in, man. Let's step your game up.
Listen.
So, hey, I'll go. I think it's gonna be under just because it's Baker. and I don't think Saquon's going to ball out that much. I'm going to go Panthers, though. I think they're coming out for kind of some revenge after that tough, week 1 loss, similar to the Colts. So I'm going to go Panthers on that.
I'm going to take Giants. It's definitely going to be under because both these teams are trash. But the Giants may compete for their Dallas is the worst team or second best team. Sorry, second to last team in the NFC East. Dallas can go fucking kick rocks. Overrated ass team, but a nice stadium. So I got Giants, man. I'll go different.
I like that. Hey, you know what? We're gonna skip this next one. We all know who we're gonna pick.
Colts. I am going under though.
I'll go under. I'll go under on Colts on that. I'll go under. I like that. They got to come out winning. I mean, I won't take anything else. They need to come out of dub. We cannot go 0-2 or 0-1 against going into the Chiefs in the home opener.
That's a hockey record. 1-1.
It just doesn't work, man. So, hey, I got the Colts in that. I'll take the under with you on there. Buccaneers, Saints.
I'll tell you what, the Saints came back. Jameis Winston is questionable. So is Alvin Kamara.
Really? I don't know the depth on that for
ankle for Jameis Winston. I think it's an illness or back for Kamara, but Winston is back in pads. They say he's going to be fine.
Michael Thomas is back too.
Listen, I'm going. If Alvin Kamara plays, I'm taking the Saints. I'm gonna go for a wild card here, take the Saints, but I'm going over.
Oof, I'm going under with the Bucks, bro. Have to.
I think Brady, and I hate Brady more than I hate LeBron James, just about. And this motherfucker's gonna stop. He's gonna suck eventually, and it's gonna be this year.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Hey, ever since Peyton Manning retired, I've actually kind of grown to like old Tom, man. He ruined our lives for a long time, but I'll tell you what, when Peyton got out, he's doing his thing. Shout out Peyton on Monday night. Him and Eli, shit's awesome. I'm going Tampa Bay, man. I'm going Tampa Bay on the under. So big old Tom come out singing. Mike Evans. Leonard Fournette got some weight to him.
Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, on your side. Yeah, forgot about that.
I'm telling you, bro, it's going to be something.
It's going to be a good game. So, hey, Rams, Falcons, they going to get a bounce back?
Rams by a mile.
Rams by a mile. You think they're going to cover 10.5?
100%.
Sheesh. I think they'll win, but I don't know if they'll cover 10.5, man. That
Aaron
Patterson
Donald
dude on
his leg, gets his steroid little boost up. He's going to choke somebody. He's pissed right now. He just lost his home opener.
Yeah. Hey, I hope Matt Ryan comes out crazy. Shit, losing home openers. But I'll take the Rams in that. I'll take the Rams in that, and they might cover the spread. They might.
I'm going under, but they'll cover the spread for sure.
Okay. All right. We're both on Rams on that. Hey, Geno Smith and Trey Lance.
Fluke going San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell's hurt.
I was about to say they're running back
dubs for my boy Geno from Dub V.
Oh, okay. Back-to-back dubs for Geno.
Hey, listen. That's a divisional game, right?
I think so. I'm not 100%.
Game, NFC West.
Okay, yeah. I mean, hey, I'm going Trey Lance. I'm going Trey Lance with some Debo. I'm a
Jimmy G fan. Until they put Jimmy G in, they ain't winning nothing.
Jimmy G ain't going nowhere, man. He's going to be with a clipboard the whole game. Crazy. All right, so Hayden's got Seahawks. I got 49ers in that. Now, Kyler Murray and we got Devontae Adams. I mean, Devontae Adams balled. Him and Derek Carr, a little old chemistry. I like the Raiders in this.
100%.
I think it might go the over. 51.5 is a lot of points, but I think we can get the over on that. Gunslingers on both sides. I'm waiting for Hollywood Brown to kind of have a breakout from my fantasy, man. He kind of was a little quiet week 1, but I think he's getting acclimated in a new offense, and I think he'll be all right. I think that's a good pick. Obviously, with D-Hop out for a good little while, I think we'll be okay there. So I got the Raiders in that though. Who you got?
I got Raiders with the under. I think they'll cover. Again, those are two teams that have both college quarterbacks and receivers on the same team now. Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, and then Brown and Murray. So again, defense wins championships. Chandler Jones, Crosby. That's a nightmare. And Perryman, my boy from the U. No way. Underrated linebacker, by the way.
Okay.
Very underrated. Look at his tackle sheet. It's insane.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, dude, these are some good games so far, man. I mean, now we'll go to the next one. Dak being out. I think the Bengals they're gonna come out balling. I know your opinion on them. You think it's a fluke and all that stuff last season, but Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. I mean, offensive line obviously needs to step up on their side, but I'm going Bengals. I'll probably do I think they'll cover the spread. I don't want to bet on the over under, but I'm going Bengals.
Bengals. This is my third year in a row drafting a Cowboys player, and I'll be damned if I ever do that again. So that's never going to happen. Sorry, all my Cowboys fans. Joe Burrow, if you throw like that against Trayvon Diggs, though, even though he gives up the most yards in the NFL, he will pick your ass off 5 times.
Yeah.
So I got Joe Mixon on my fantasy. He's the most boring running back in the NFL, but he's still
consistent
yards a season. Yep.
Consistent.
I'm going Bengals. They'll cover it, but it's going to be under.
All right. Now this one right here. I got to go Bills in this. Bills Titans. I think they're going to hit the over. I think Derrick Henry might have a big game. Tannehill, but I know watching Josh Allen on last Thursday night, man, that dude is impressive, man. He gets better every single year after year. I think I'm gonna go over Bills for sure.
If my buddy Dave is watching this, a friend of mine's husband, fuck the Bills, but they're gonna win by 60. They may be the best team in the NFL right now, just based off week 1 and the end of last year, in my opinion. Even though they didn't go to Super Bowl.
Dude, wasn't he perfect in the playoffs? I think he was like 9 TDs, no interceptions. I mean,
the running backs are a little flawed, but besides that, that's the most well-balanced team in the NFL.
Greatest game I think I've ever seen in playoffs last year. 13 seconds left. I mean, that's tough.
100%.
That's tough. So I got, Bills. We both got Bills in that. We got Bears in Green Bay. This was kind of tough, man, to be honest. Aaron Rodgers didn't look well last week. Justin Fields playing in the rain. That's a fluke game. I mean, against the 49. I mean, I don't know, dude. This
Aaron
is
Rodgers
a tough one.
He's been starting out slow.
MVP. I mean, he's
but
got
that
to
was
be
towards
good.
the end of the year. He started to pick up, right? This whole ashwagandha, like, listen, you got to tell me what a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I got the Bears. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm saying it. They have shit receivers on Green Bay. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you could go in the parking lot and be better receivers than the fucking Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I hear that.
No offense, Randall Cobb, but yeah, I got Chicago, man.
I think I can go with Chicago too. I'm probably gonna take the under on that. I don't know if they'll cover the spread, but I'm probably gonna do the under there. But I'll go Bills. I mean, Bears. Texans, Broncos.
Broncos by a mile.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson is pissed. That coach was the worst call I've ever. I mean, sorry. Frank
Wildcat.
Yeah, that's the second worst call I've ever seen. 30 seconds and then call a timeout. Bro, I would fire that motherfucker. If I was Sam Walton, the Walmart dude, I would have fired his ass instantly. You paid him $240-some million. You won't trust him on a 4th and 5, but you'll trust some bum for a 64-yarder?
It's crazy. And he came out on live air and was like, hey, we should have gone for it. No backbone. You have a $200+ million man. You go for it on 4th and 5 instead of a 60+ yarder. I mean, granted, the dude had the leg. He had the leg. He could have made that bitch from 72 yards. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. But it's just got to go in, right? So I got Broncos in this. I like that by a mile. I think they're going to – Jerry Jeudy. I think he's going to have a massive game against those D-backs against the Texans. So I'm going to go the over with the Broncos as well. So we got our final 5 games coming up here. Patriots, Steelers.
So before we get to our guest we got on here.
We'll bring him on. We'll bring him on in the next segment here.
Okay. I'm going to breeze through these. I got Pittsburgh. It's going to be under. They'll definitely cover.
Yep.
Joe Flacco, didn't like him when he was at Delaware. Didn't like him when he was at the fucking Ravens. I don't like him at all. Give me fucking Cleveland Browns.
Jacoby Brissett, shout out. Old Colt. Always love.
He was reliable while we had him.
Yep.
I don't trust Tua at all. You can put all the weapons around him. I don't trust him. Tyreek Hill made a hell of a play on that one catch. That was a horribly thrown ball. I'm going Lamar Jackson. Kirk,
Lamar Jackson's gonna ball.
My buddy that's gonna come to the Colts Eagles game with us. That boy loves him some Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Hey, just for my boys, I gotta get this Commanders game and Lions
Detroit.
Game.
Detroit's gonna fucking blow out of the water.
Yep. Just for my boys out there, I warned them about Carson Wentz. He had some signs of original Carson Wentz and, kind of back and forth. But I'm telling you, football god in 1 week, in the next 5, he looks like he can't even play in the CFL. So I think the Lions are going to come out and smoke them. I mean, maybe not a smoke. I think a touchdown. They'll definitely cover the spread. So I'm going Lions on that. And then shout out my boy Mo, Brennan. This is a tough one right here, bro. This is a tough one. This is a damn good game. If Dalvin Cook has a big game, Kirk, no faith. But if Dalvin has a big game in, it's tough to pick the Eagles in this. Jalen Hurts looked good. A.J. Brown looks good. I think this Monday night game is going to be one of the top games week 2. But
best game of the week besides the Chargers and Chiefs.
I got to go Eagles, baby. I got to go Eagles on this. They looked explosive. I mean, granted, they kind of let the Lions come back with a comeback, but man, they look pretty good if they can kind of keep that consistent. But if that defensive line on the Vikings side can get after it, it's going to be a tough game come Monday night. But I got Eagles covering the spread.
I got Vikings. It's going to go over, and I'll take the Vikings. Yeah, I got them covering on that end because I'll never. The Texans got it versus the Eagles for me to bet on the Eagles. I'll tell you that.
Hey, any Colts fans listening out there? Hayden and I, we're going to be in Indianapolis on November 20th for the Eagles-Colts game. So we'll be in Indy local. So we'll probably do a pod right out front of the stadium, something, even in the snow, rain, shine. We're there. So we'll be in touch. But, hey, man, it was awesome, man. This is a good first episode having you on. This is episode 3 of Toss and Horseshoes, man. Subscribe, share it with some peeps, man. And till next time, we'll catch y'all.
See y'all next week.
Go Colts.